this is turning to a place where it isn't just about political subservience, Frank Figliuzzi. A Quinnipiac poll out today says that 77% of Republicans believe there was widespread fraud. If you think that Joe Biden won because of fraud, and that emotion is already inspiring protests outside the homes of state election officials, state secretaries of state. You've got this bogus Supreme Court case that conservative commentators and hosts are giving more oxygen than even they must know it warrants. Clint Watts said there's some very real concern about just a strike of a match leading to violence. What is your degree of concern?
It's the highest it's been since the Trump administration's been in power. And here's why. And I have to tell you, I say this with weariness because I'm growing tired of being, the guy who comes on and says the sky is falling. But I'm here to tell you that I have no other training than to compare this and what we're seeing here to a radicalization process that leads to a flashpoint that leads to violence. And the fact that people in suits and ties and expensive shoes who live in nice homes and have advanced degrees, some of them law degrees, and have fancy titles, they're elected officials, are all buying into this actually makes this mainstream madness. Up until now, we've really been able to kind of comfort ourselves, Nicolle, by saying, all of this craziness is part of some lunatic fringe, and I need not worry about those people. They're strange people. They're not a part of our culture. But I think what we've gotten over the last 2 weeks or so, and even in the last 2 days, is proof positive that this is no longer lunatic fringe stuff. This is now part of our mainstream. And what does that do from a security perspective? It legitimizes it in everybody's eyes. So the numbers are going to climb of the percentage of Republicans who think, yeah, there was something wrong with this election process. I can't tell you what it was, but boy, I think it's true. And what that means is, when you see this radicalization process, when you see it mainstreamed, when you see a flashpoint coming, meaning that what the outcome they wanted isn't going to happen, eventually the Supreme Court's going to say, no, you got nothing. And it's the court of last resort. And so what cults do in those circumstances, what organizations that seek violence do, is they do something called forcing the end. They make happen what they wanted to happen when they see it's not really going to happen without them. And that's when the violence occurs. And that's what I'm most concerned about.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.